Good music should make you want to pick up something heavy and throw it. Quote me on that. The Byford Show, Season 2. All right. The other Joe. Let's go. What's going on, Joe? How's it going?
Oh, it's going all right, man. A little bit under the weather.
Under the weather. You ain't feeling good?
Yeah, I took me some green NyQuil. I'm curious, man. What flavor do you think they were going for there?
That's green, like I said, man. That's what the color green tastes like. That green NyQuil. green and red. I think somebody said that before. Green and red.
They were going for medicine-y.
It's pretty terrible, for sure.
Oh man! I mean, the cherry doesn't taste like cherry, but the green.
It tastes like green. If green had a taste, if the color green had a taste, that NyQuil is it. Dude, what's up, man? We hadn't done a show in about 6 months. Believe it or not, man. Now, don't get me wrong. Not like I'm getting emails and stuff, but about a dozen people have like asked me, like, why aren't you doing a show? When are you doing a show next? I'm like, y'all want me to do a show? I mean, we got like a couple of dozen fans.
Sure? You sure you're ready?
Yeah, I know. It's like, man, we actually have a couple of dozen fans that actually like to listen to us. So that's cool, man. I have fun doing this.
Oh, man.
Dude.
You know, I kept sending you the Snapchat of the the sorely needed right-hand turn lane for, I want to say, 2 months prior to us not talking and about 4.5 months into the not talking. Well, at least 6 months.
You talking about construction?
No, this lane was done for at least 3 months.
Joe, I'm about to get violent just thinking about it. Joe.
Well, I guess they wait on somebody to inspect it. And I actually happened to drive past the day the guy was there inspecting it, and I was screaming at him, so why do you take so long? Why aren't these cones up? It's just costing me 10 minutes of my life every day.
Every day, Joe, every day. And it's like, man, yeah, I remember those Snapchat, those little clips you sent me, man. It's just insane. It's insane, man. It's like do they realize how much that affects? I mean, it's not that I don't appreciate that some things need to get done. I mean, we do need construction work. I mean, it's crazy to think we don't. But it's like, I mean, the problem is they're in no hurry. You know what I mean? None. It's the most inconsiderate shit I've ever seen.
The longer it takes, I guess it's an unlimited supply of money at their disposal. So the longer it takes, the more money they make. I don't know how.
It's our money. That's the deal, though. It's our taxes and stuff, man. That's what I've got. I've got basically.
Don't up too quick, boys. We're trying to get that overtime.
Dude, I basically got like a list of demands. If you want to know the truth, like, okay, say a turnpike, you know what I mean? Which is a little different than local construction, but still.
That's just pure evil still.
It's absolutely unforgivable. It's unforgivable. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like, I understand that we, like I said, we have to have construction. I mean, you got to fix stuff occasionally. But I think they just find something. I don't know how the money works, but I mean, apparently they like justify what they're doing and try to meet quotas or get more money next year. But the thing is, here's my deal. In an effort to make people move their ass and get it all fixed, I say if there is even one thing that suggests I alter my normal driving, 25% off the actual cost of whatever the toll is at that time. 25% off. And if at any point I have to go into one lane is closed where you're only getting half. You're only getting half my money, man. I'm tired of this.
There's got to be a way to motivate these people. It's like they're the slowest working. I mean, we can do so much these days. I mean, why can't we get this roads built quickly? They have no motivation. They don't care.
No, it's our money. That's what you said. It's a thing for money, but it's our money. It's tax money, man. They're not putting up buildings. It's road construction.
And all the deals are probably brokered. But my brother-in-law, Bill Bob over there, he's got a little construction outfit. They're a little bit 6-7 months behind quota, but they'll be the great ones for this job. Joe, everything's perpetual construction here, and nobody knows how to drive. They're all senior citizens. I've had to change my whole outlook. I've almost had so many psychotic outbursts
every day,
that
man.
I've got a whole new outlook, man. I actually got a deal where I let people in, Joe, no matter how ridiculous or absurd.
Oh, you mean cut in front of you and stuff, like slow down and wave them in? People screw that up too.
I'm so tired of being angry that I'm trying to change myself, something. No matter how absurd, I'll let them in. And hopefully that'll, like, change my brain to where I don't lose my mind every 3 or 4 miles. Here about 2 weeks ago, Big Blue got into the butt end of a, would have to be a 2016 Ford, the one with the all aluminum body.
Yeah, with no metal, nothing, yeah.
Whatever sounds real expensive. Yeah, I gas-packed the crap out of some lady. Just, the thing is if you could, it's my fault. You can't rear end someone and it not being your fault.
Right.
But, Joe, if you could ever bait a person into rear-ending you, this is how it'd be done.
Say bait them into rear
two or 3 feet, just barely pulling forward, barely pulling forward, barely pulling forward. No one's coming. Just go.
I hate that.
It's to the right, just nosing out. Oh, now she's going. Now she's going for sure. So
there's no way you can't go now. There's no way. It's clear. There's no.
Yeah. So I look to the left to make sure it's clear for me as well. Hit the gas as soon as I turn my head, but she decided to pull halfway in the intersection and slam on the brakes. Why would she go? Why not just get out in the danger zone and hit the brakes? So I asked after her, and she pulls up, and I want to lose my mind, but I feel like my whole letting people in thing has kind of got my mind stable. I'm just kind of like, no, which is odd. And so I get out, and I'm like, good God, I've got insurance. Everybody all right? And she's got 2 kids in the back of this crew cab in car seats. And next thing you know, some giant dude pulls up, jumps out of his truck, full sprint to where I'm standing, and I'm like, dude, I'm going to have to pay a deductible and probably pay a surgeon to reconstruct my face. and this dude's running. I'm like, man, I'm going to at least get my cheeseburger while he's getting his steak.
Right, get a couple of good shots.
Joe, I'm no chump, but I can tell when somebody's liable to really beat the brakes off of me, and this dude had what it took. But anyhow, he runs right past me, opens the door. He didn't even look at his wife. I guess he looked at his kids, and then he turned and looked at me, and I said, hey, dude, I'm really sorry for all that. I'm glad your babies are okay. And then I said, I got insurance. It'll take care of it. He goes, I believe you. I trust you. He took off, jumped in his truck, and left. Didn't say a word to his old lady.
What the hell?
Damn.
It's cool for you. It's kind of shitty of him on the other end, man. You'd think he'd check his wife and kids.
He didn't. His old lady is, she's definitely not one of his main concerns.
He's probably concerned that he bought a $40,000 aluminum truck, probably. Like, golly.
Man.
He knows he knows.
He'd be so proud of Big Blue, Joe, a.k.a. Chuck Norris. The K5, it makes like tractor torque. When you give it gas, it's going. And that old 400's running great. And
I love it.
Joe, it was just a crunch. And I looked, and I instantly knew nothing was wrong with my truck. But of course, the backup cameras and the tailgate and their bumper and their lights. They're
like $8,000 worth of damage for hitting a bumper.
Yeah, that truck is junk in the ass end. So that's a USAA thing. Props to you guys. Thanks for all the coverage in the past. This is probably the third truck they've had to pay for on my account. Maybe 4. Oh, well, who keeps track?
Dude, getting back on construction, man, like, there was this they had just a turn lane, not even as big as the one that you were sending me videos of here in Lawton, right by Walmart, too. Couldn't be any worse and more inconvenient. Joe, it was a turn lane going into one of the more major roads. They had a mile in both directions on the main road, not the turn lane. There's a turn lane coming out into the main road. They had a mile in each direction from this turn lane coming out into one lane. It's like, why? All you gotta do is block that off and tell them they can't turn there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Joe, it was probably, they had like De Beers mining size equipment to fix this, like probably about 4 times the size of a softball. You know what I mean? About like a basketball size indention in the road. And it's like, Joe's like that for almost 3 weeks. This is just a turn lane. I mean, they weren't repaving the road. This is a specific spot they were fixing, man. Almost 3 weeks, man, of ruining everyone's life. And, you know, they don't give any type of warning like a detour unless by the time you even see that there's construction, you're completely screwed. You know what I mean? I mean, there's no way out of it. Not saying if you come down this road, your life is over, at least for half an hour.
I feel like they put maybe 80% of the budget into trucks and trailers and employees that will lay cones and spread out signs and block off lanes.
Exactly, man.
And 20% of the budget's actually fixing stuff. So if we could at least get that 50-50, it's like they're more interested in stopping traffic
than fixing the problem. That's exactly it, man. That's what I'm saying.
They'll have so much put towards blocking off 5 miles of lane needlessly, and then they'll have just like 4 dudes with shovels and maybe a guy with a maul beating on a
dude. I'm tired of it.
Asphalt.
Dude, all they do is fuck around, and they're killing us, man. Like, I mean, I was telling my friend, like, I mean, it's just out of control everywhere. I mean, I'm sure the East Coast people are just really probably need therapy and are suicidal just from driving. But, man, like, Dallas is the closest thing I'd have to deal with on a semi-regular basis. But, like, I'd say, now, I don't know the facts, but if I had to guess, I'd say at least 10% of the entire city of Dallas has been under some type of road construction since the mid-'70s. Since the mid-'70s. Look at H.E. Bailey going to Oklahoma City. That's been under construction since I've had my driver's license. And let's just say that's a long time ago.
On this little podcast, but let me say this about the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Okay, people who name off roads in Dallas, listen closely. You literally have an infinite amount of numbers at your disposal. It's not necessary to have 6 different I-35s.
I know, you got I-35 east. Man.
Northeast, I mean, it's infinite. And that's the only town I've ever drove through where I have to exit 5 times to stay on
I-35. I mean, I'm sure if you live there, you're cool with it. But I mean, if you're just, it's like, man, I'm an intelligent person, and I'm like, what the hell? I got to get on 635, get back on 30, all this stuff. It's like, okay, man, you know, I'm just trying to get somewhere. Can you just freaking anywhere near give me a straight shot? It's like, golly, man.
Somewhere up there, somewhere along the line, somebody's just messing with their bike.
I guarantee you that's
nobody's dumb enough to think that's the right way to do it.
There's no way. There's no way.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude, I'm about to get violent just thinking about it.
You know, it's finally summer here, and so all the snowbirds, the people from, the real rich old people from up north that have 2 houses somehow, who can afford to live in 2 different states? I don't know. They go back up north, so now it's, you know, just the idiots that are here all year round. And they're also old people from up north. They just can't afford 2 houses. But I'm trying so hard to get away from this place, Joe.
No, man. Yeah, I didn't. You sent me a text last week or something, and
man, I'm trying.
I didn't ask you any more about it, man. Talking about moving back, getting a job up here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, man. I think I was a little bit too greedy. Hey, someone asks you how much money you want. I mean, I'm gonna probably say something ridiculous.
Of course, why not? Why not, man?
You shouldn't ask. You're the one that's got
I mean, at least you can go from there instead of, $25,000 a year so I can eat noodles, you know what I mean, every day.
Like I love Oklahoma, bro.
Man.
And it's like, you got all the cards. You know, why are you asking me to place a bet? You ain't even built yet, you know? You talk to me, I don't even know if you like me.
Right.
I don't know, man. It wears me out. But
Dude, one thing you
not worried
said
about it.
made me think though, man. For I want to give a shout out to people that might not have ever lived here, and not that there's that many people follow the show, but dude, Braum's is the most underrated place in America,
Joe.
man. Joe, it's not that I don't appreciate it, but I wasn't consciously aware of how awesome it was, until you actually said
without
something, and I
Braum
thought about not having
is
Braum's. Dude,
it's
for a
just
fast
about
food
it.
chain, let me throw this out there just real quick, let people know. Now, this is a fast food chain, but they got their own farm, their own cows, their own milk, all of it, man, right here in Oklahoma. Now, I'm not
Joe,
saying
the
all of
only
it's
reason they
completely
haven't
like
taken over
organic
the
and shit.
entire
But
world
do what?
is because, well, they have a company policy. I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think if the store is so many hours away from their plant or whatever, they won't open it because everything's got to be fresh.
Dude, I'm saying that's true, not even knowing. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's true. It has to be. I've never been more certain about anything in my life. Braum's the baddest place in the world for fast food. I'm telling you.
Joe, well, I mean, Culver's Butter Burgers, they got them here, and anything called a Butter Burger is.
I've never even heard of it until right now,
Yeah,
and I instantly about willing to buy a plane ticket just to go out for a weekend to eat there.
Called Culver's, and they are Butter Burgers, and they do indeed go through a lot of butter, from what I understand. I mean, it's a lot of juice all over you. It's the messiest sandwich you probably eat, and it's pretty much butter.
Love it. I'd eat my own feet if they're covered in butter, probably. It's so underrated.
It's a good thing I don't have butter on my feet, really. They're painful.
Be walking around in nubs.
Oh, give a shout out to Ford. Yeah, it's funny. I got the guy working for me his old lady, I guess, is a manager at the Culver's, and I got like a 10% off coupon for life.
For what? A toll booth?
Regular. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad, man. That's not bad.
It's overpriced, but yeah, they also have custard. But it's all about that butter burger. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Dude, let me tell you another.
It ain't Braum's. Life without Braum's in the Tex-Mex in Oklahoma, guys. Eat at your favorite Mexican restaurant as if it's the last day on earth, because you might end up in Florida and it's not. They don't have it. I had no idea how good it was.
I think it was Jensen. Jensen and Mary moved out to like Seattle, somewhere like way up in the Northeast. And they said something about like they can't wait to eat Cholinos every time they come back and visit. Man, Cholinos is so bad. That and barbecue. They don't have much. I mean, they have barbecue, but it's that. No offense, man, but y'all don't know barbecue up there. I've never even been there, but I'm absolutely certain.
Look, I don't know anything anywhere outside Oklahoma. Period, man.
Dude, Oklahoma gets a bad rap, and I'm tired of it, man. Fuck around. This place. I mean, it's got a lot of things you can say derogatory about it, man. But I'm proud to be from here. There's some cool shit.
Joe, salt of the earth, best people on the planet. Period.
Telling you, man.
Somewhere else, and you'll learn. Come to Florida. Come stay with me for 2 days, and after just being disgusted by 9 out of 10 people, you'll be in deep appreciation mode.
Oh man, like now don't get me wrong, like our education system's like the lowest budget, and I mean that's shameful.
Horrible.
But the thing is, I got one of my best friends. She lives in Dallas, and she talks shit on Oklahoma. But one thing that we did agree on, they're talking about education, and they're making like fun of her, and it's like, man, I'll go head to head with anybody if you know what I mean. If you want to, it's like, yeah. I mean, say what you will, I'll butt heads with anybody intellectually. Sounds like Stephen Hawkins and stuff like that. It's like, man, don't label all of Oklahoma. Yeah, we got a shitty education system, man. But
we say in Oklahoma, you may be smarter than me, but you can't whoop me.
Dude, I got to say this, man. I can't remember if it was you or somebody else. I had read a book. These 2 novels, a series. Anyway, it was it's like Angels and Demons.
He read a book. Oklahoma, baby.
Yeah, I'm from Oklahoma, man. I like to read. Love it. Yeah. Boom. So fuck off. Anyway, no, but was it you I was telling about? It's like this, almost like end of the world, and like angels and demons fighting each other. Did I tell you about this? Anyway,
Dude,
let's
I've
pretend
read
I
at least
didn't.
2 dozen books
Uh,
like that.
uh, well, anyway,
That's my
I
favorite
was
topic.
I was reading it, and it was cool, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to go because archangels are the coolest thing in the world. I think that's like the coolest thing, the badass thing. I was like, man, I'm gonna go look up. I got to read some more. I want to read some more novels. That'd be cool. So anyway, I get on there. I just look up, basic book search for that archangel main title, main subject matter, and all of a sudden, man, like 25 or 30 books popped up immediately. I was like, oh, cool, man. So I started looking, reading the titles and stuff. Joe, right now, I want to tell y'all, I'm so damn mad at women. I am so mad at their entire gender. And before anybody turns this show off, I promise you, at least I'm about to offer the most unique reason for being pissed at women right now. Every one of them, Joe, was a romance novel. Some smutty ass sex book type shit, man. All of them,
No.
all but one, like the one I read, these two in the series, all of them were like by these two different authors that do nothing but write like those whatever romance novels for women.
Let me say something real quick, and this is the absolute truth. That is exactly to women what hardcore porn is to men. It's just as bad. It's exactly as bad. I don't partake in pornography. I'm convicted. I'm not into it. I'm a married man. I don't look at other women. I don't do that. But check it out. Pornography that men look over-sexualizes women. It takes away any kind of emotional stuff. It's wrong. What their porn does is it over-emotionalizes men, which is just as easy. There's no such man, just like there's no such woman on the other dirty dude.
This isn't remotely the direction I was going with this, but that's hilarious.
Dirty
dude, quote that. Whoever's listening to this, write it down, man.
No,
Joe Subtle, 2017. I've got a quote from earlier. That I'm already wrote down at the first of the show. Joe Subtle
been talked about by a million people because it's just so obvious. It's just like there's no such thing as a dude that's all you know the dudes in those books that don't think with their wieners ever or any of that. Come on,
you're killing me because this is great. It's just I was going in a completely different direction than that, but that's hilarious. It's porn.
Well,
their porn is over emotionalizing men. Hilarious, dude. That is epic.
It's evil.
That's
because
epic.
These chicks sit at home all day. It's just think of a dude.
I don't care. Okay, I don't care if they want to read that. Hang on. I've got to.
Think of a dude sitting in his basement, double clicking on all this horrible, sick porn, and then he has these expectations of his woman. That's not cool. That's not fair. That's not right. It's morally wrong. He's in a fantasy world. He needs to snap out of it. He needs to go to church. Okay, this woman that's reading these Daniel Steele or whoever the hell these Archangel female porn books is reading these books about how sweet and emotional and great these dudes are all day, and then when her husband gets home from work, she just immediately starts abusing him and having these unrealistic expectations. It's the exact same thing.
No, I'm almost at a loss to give any feedback because I've got to.
Because you know it's true.
Personally, I don't care if that's what they read. All right, before I completely lose my train of thought, let me finish. We can even go back to this. I'm glad you went in on that. I don't personally care, but I think it's hilarious. Over emotionalizing men, women porn. Okay, but here's my deal though. Okay. They got romance novels. We're not going to stop that, and I don't even care if we do. You can have all the romance novels you want. My deal is first of all, I'm disappointed because I was excited. All this stuff come up. I'm like badass. I've got like almost a year's worth of reading about archangels and stuff like that. Wars with archangels and demons. That's badass. Okay, but it's like man, immediately it's like women and they've got like knights in shining armor. drifters, cowboys, bad boys. You've got vampires, werewolf, all these different type of like sexual fantasies that you could put in a romance novel. Why do you have to fuck with archangels? I mean, how shameless do you have to be to want to try to seduce archangels? You know what I mean? It's like, come on, but not that you could. But I mean, it's like, really? Y'all really want to take it there? I mean, you're talking about seducing archangels. It's like, come on, man. It's like, you got all this stuff. Leave the archangels alone to inflict badassery all over whatever that is they do. They're archangels.
I mean, literally, he would probably have to oppose God to have fornicate this earthly being chick.
Oh, I mean, there's so many variables that are ridiculous. It's like, dude, how scantless and shameless do you got to be to write romance novels involving archangels? It's like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Run-of-the-mill Bob the mechanic being this super sweetheart. I mean, that's perverse enough.
I didn't know you felt so. I mean, I personally don't care a damn about women, and I find it hilarious that you do. I'm sorry, it just caught me off guard.
I'll be fair. If you're the kind of weird, if you're the kind of chick that's like, I don't care if my old man looks at porn all the time, okay, that's your thing. And then maybe he should be judging you on your romance novels. But let me tell you this, y'all are going to have unrealistic expectations of each other because they're both wrong in the exact same way, just different reasons. Like they both give you these ridiculous expectations.
Dude, I've got very little feedback for once, man. It's just, you're surprising me in this direction you're going. I'm sorry, it's hilarious that you feel so strongly about it. I was just pissed that they're messing with archangels. That's my deal.
Well,
I don't care about the romance novels in general.
What makes me mad about it, I mean, I don't think porn's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but the public at large, I mean, they're all over it. Churches, they're like, pornography, porn addiction. Well, how about, I mean, these homes are getting wrecked over Daniel Steele novels just as regular. How come we didn't bring it up?
We're gonna lose some followers over this. It's hilarious.
No.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. That's hilarious. Oh, man.
That reminds me. Have you noticed the recent resurgence in Viagra commercials? Like, we don't know what that crap is. Like, no one knows what it does. Do we really need commercials for weird old people trying to pretend like it's a sexy thing? Look, if your junk doesn't work and you're some weird old dude, chances are it's not going to be a sexy thing. I mean, these commercials are ridiculous.
Keep looking at your watch. About another half hour, I think.
Yeah, sweetheart.
I know there's certain things I don't think you even need to advertise. It's like, dude, I mean, they've probably researched it and are informed. It's like toilet paper. Why the hell do we need ads for toilet paper? Are people really not buying it?
Having ads for pharmaceuticals. Where are you going to go to your doctor? All right, I want this, that, and this. They had some pretty good ads, so just go ahead and write those. But why? I can see where doctors might be washing them, on their time off, but I don't need to see it. I'm not a doctor. I can't write a prescription to myself.
No kidding.
I mean, even if I could, it would be for whatever the opposite of Viagra is, because maybe I have the opposite problem. You know what I mean?
The wind's blowing, man. I'm good.
I need some saltpeter in my food. Yeah.
Dude, what about, you said something about, what was it? Hipsters. Was it hipsters or baby boomers down there trying to act cooler than they are? I've never. Go ahead.
Oh, man, I ride a custom motorcycle, custom Harley, and I'll have to work on it. I know it intimately. I didn't spend a ton of money on it. It's kind of a labor of love. And then you see the typical guy that could afford a $50,000 Harley, and it's always some baby boomer, and he's always got, like today, for instance, this guy had Damn Yankees cranked up so loud, pulling in to the gas station, talking about, can you take me home? And everybody's just trying to pump the gas and mind their own business, and this douchebag and his $50,000 Harley, it's like a LeBaron convertible, basically. It's not even a motorcycle as far as I'm concerned. Things like he's gonna get cool points? Is you trying to pick up a chick at the gas station? I mean, why are you jamming damn Yankees that loud here, dude? I'm trying to hear that, man. What's your deal? And they're everywhere. If it's not damn Yankees, it's Brent Michaels or
Dude.
John saw a dude on a Honda playing Kokomo super loud. It's like,
Kokomo, the Beach Boys?
If you're trying to look all hardcore with his leathers, man. I'm a motorcycle enthusiast. I don't have any bones about it. I'm not a biker, okay? I have a job. I don't sell drugs. I don't rob people. I'm not a real biker. There's no reason to try to pretend to be one. These people try to be like, I'm a badass. I like damn Yankees and I own a Harley. Got $5,000 worth of leather on.
I know, you can tell. Man, that's one of my deals. Man, dude, I've known some bikers that are way cool, man. But one of the things, I'm sorry to say this, man, I might get beat up by somebody. Man, do you have to have everything Harley? I mean, like everything. Exactly. I mean, dude, I think Harleys are cool as shit, man. But I mean, you don't need a keychain. You don't need a bumper sticker that says Harley on your other vehicle that you actually drive. You don't need your comforter doesn't have to be a Harley symbol on your bed.
Is that thing gonna die at the stoplight if you don't rev the hell out of it repeatedly? Is it gonna die? Because I ain't trying to hear it. I understand loud pops save lives, buddy. Die? I got loud pops, but my bike will idle.
We need more damn noise. We need more damn noise.
Yeah, it's like, you check me out. I see you there, buddy. I heard the damn Yankees. You ain't got to rev it. I see you. Congratulations. You got a lot of money, and you don't really want a motorcycle. You want a LeBaron convertible.
LeBaron.
Got it. Noted.
I always think of cocaine dealers in the mid-'90s when I think of LeBaron convertibles.
Joe, there's a dude I work with who rides, it's not a Harley, it's a big-ass Honda Goldwing. So I ride in the other morning, and it was probably like 50. It was pretty cool that morning. And I get up, and I've got a leather coat. You know, my bike's, nothing's on there that doesn't actually do something. It's a bare-bones motorcycle. No windshield, none of that. This prick, I walk by him, I'm like, man, kind of chilly this morning. Because I know he rode. He goes, oh, hell no, this wasn't cold. I rode all week last week, and it's colder this time. You do it, pussy. I said, dude, you got heated hand grips, a windshield, a fairing, a radio, a heater. You don't even ride a motorcycle. What are you talking about, pussy? These people like their bike. Why do you ride a motorcycle? Like, what motorcycle experience are you getting?
With all the luxuries of a car, a convertible Corvette.
A conversion van, Joe. Those are captain's chairs, bro.
The minivan of motorcycles.
Well, and I get it. You know, that's your thing. You like it. You've got all the money to spare for it. So be it. Don't come call me a puss because I got cool without all that. And that's people that act like they never get cold. Like wearing short sleeve shirts in the winter, trying to show their ass like they don't get cold. Those people make me mad. I'm straight up. They frustrate me. Dude, if it's cold, it's cold. I don't think you're really tough. And I'm not a puss if I get cold. Anyhow,
I love talking to you, man. I love it. You're sick and in a worse, more shitty mood than normal. I love it.
Everybody deals with these things, right?
Hey, dude, did you hear? They're really actually going to make this Dark Tower movie, man. Ron Howard's on it. I don't
know.
Oh, it's going to suck ass. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt. Man, I got like some people were mad at me because it's like, dude, I'm sorry, but it's like us reading Lord of the Rings. I'm going to be an arrogant prick about it. You know what I mean? Everyone that hadn't read the book. I'm sorry. I know that's arrogant and an asshole move, but I'm just warning everybody right now. That's all I'm going to do is talk shit because you haven't read the books and don't have any idea what you're talking about.
The faces of their fathers.
They've forgotten the face of their father. I'm telling you, Joe.
Joe, I'm telling you, those books are so awesome.
Oh,
they're good.
Dude, I've read them 3 times, dude. Not this
really
contest.
Should be illegal. They shouldn't risk it.
What?
It may be the greatest movie of all time, but they shouldn't risk it. Not to mention, dude, I don't want to watch movies anymore because I'm so sick of everybody in Hollywood being political.
Dude.
Joe, if I agreed 100% with what they had
It's still irritating. It's still irritating, right? That's
angry.
exactly my point. It's not even, a lot of this stuff is not that I even agree or disagree. It's just people are fucking irritating, man. It's like, okay.
Well,
It's like they're so abrasive. They're so abrasive that I immediately don't even care what they're saying anymore. It's like, dude,
I immediately don't want to pay for a ticket that could possibly go towards them getting a piece of bubble gum 10 years from now. I don't want to do anything to support them.
No support whatsoever. Spiritually, emotionally, financially, anything.
This goes
Negative.
For Starbucks. I won't go there because of the things they do politically. All they had to do is sell outrageously priced coffee.
And they messed that up.
Get political. Chili's, all these places are so political. It's like all you had to do is sell food. Now I ain't going to eat there. And you know what? I'm getting where I'm mad at people that eat there. If they feel the way I feel about these things, they shouldn't eat there, damn it.
Dude, I'll eat pretty much anywhere, but I actually agree with you 100%.
No, man, if you have a belief or conviction, you should stand behind it. Whether it's, I mean, if it's a Butterburger you got to sacrifice.
Dude, I'm seriously thinking about that Butterburger deal. I got to come see you one of these years anyway. Might as well come now that I know there's a Butterburger.
If everything works out remotely decent, we'll go to Culver's somewhere other than Florida together.
We'll go to Braum's. That's a guarantee. We'll go to Braum's right off the bat, man, when you get back.
Smash a stick of margarine and stick it between the double third pounder at Braum's. Butterburger.
Get pretty close. Well, what else do you know, man? Anything? I've got a lot of topics, man. I'm sorry we hadn't talked, man. I mean, or done a show. We've talked, but I mean, people don't get to listen to us. Sorry, that's arrogant, but I think we have a pretty funny and interesting show. Some are better than others.
Oh, I just want to talk to you.
I know, man. That's what people don't understand. This is just us talking, and I decided to film it.
I would appreciate if everybody just get on board with what I think. But I understand that might take a while.
It wouldn't be so interesting, though, if everybody agreed with us.
Yeah, it wouldn't. There's some things that I feel like everybody does agree. It's just most people don't live off the principles.
Dude,
I don't know.
I've got a, man, I can't, on the next show, I might be talking about I'm doing... You know what? That'll just have to be a surprise. I've got a hairstyle I'm going to pull off just for the 4th of July, but I'll talk about that more later. That's it. Since you named it, that's what I'm going to do. Joe, I'm going to, just for 4th of July, because my hair is it's kind of wet right now.
Do not call it a mullet. Call it by its true Oklahoma name. And that, my friend, is a cowboy cut.
Oh, I was going to say Camaro cut, the Kentucky waterfall, the cowboy cut. Joe, I've already ordered a shitload of like American, just like all. You know what? People are gonna see it because I'm gonna flaunt it. I'm gonna post some pictures and shit.
You know, man,
Joe, but what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna go.
Grow one.
Do what?
I mean, I'm married. I got everything squared away. I might as well grow a mullet. I mean, I feel like everybody know what they're doing.
I'm doing a mullet.
You have to open my mouth.
I'm doing a mullet, and let me tell you, I'm going one further. On the sides of my head, I'm shaving my initials on one side and USA on the other, and doing red, white, and blue. JKB and USA on both,
Dude,
on one on each side, and I'm gonna fill it in colored. But
aspects.
Do what?
It's do something Bosworth like.
That's exactly the motivation I had. I remember back in the mid '80s, man. My buddy Kevin Thompson come to school, man, with a boz cut with like number 44 written. I'm admitting I'm stealing it straight from that. Oh,
Joe,
man, I can't wait. I'm doing it.
Honorable. That's twice as honorable because the boz was so bad.
Dude, he gets a bad rap, and he wasn't arrogant shit. I mean, he did kind of take the whole program down, but dude, he's one of my favorite college players of all time. I loved it, dude. I remember he was like, I idolized him back in, it was a long time ago, but dude, it was badass.
I remember back in the day when people were shaving stuff, initials and whatnot into their head. There was no way I could ever get that around my house.
No.
I had the cowboy cut. Dude, I'm telling you, man, kids these days, they didn't have the highway barber. That's
the only place I got my hair cut for the first 20 years of my life.
15, and then that's when I learned there was something other than a buzz cut or
Right. Yeah, like a
remember you would go
Floby.
to the highway barber and Lloyd, I think Lloyd was the one that Dad got all the bird dogs from. But there was the lady that works there, and you always wanted to get the lady because she had a little mercy. But if you got that old man,
Mine was Larry. That's the only guy I ever cut my hair was Larry. That's the guy, man.
Was it Larry? Was he the one that always too thick? Always too thick.
Dude, he still knows who I am. Well, about 10 years ago, he had commented on somebody getting a haircut. They're like, yeah, I know Byford. He's like, yeah, you're about the same age. And I was like, dude, I hadn't seen this guy in 20 since I was a little kid,
well,
man.
Joe, check it out. You have looked exactly the same since you came out of your mama's womb.
I just got bigger. I do. People don't understand how much I actually really look almost. I mean, you can see a picture of me at like a year old and immediately tell it's me right now if you just knew me from today. You can. It's weird. It's real weird.
Exact same. Yeah, there's no way. Was it Larry? I thought Lloyd for some reason.
No, that's the.
I mean, I can see him perfectly.
That's Andy Griffith's show.
with
Floyd, my bad.
Western shirt and the toothpick.
The polyester pants. Yeah, every day, dude.
Yeah, cutting them down, boy. Cutting them down. I got you a piece of grape bubble gum for when you're done here.
Dude, I'm about to go I'm about to go visit. I wonder if he's still cutting hair. I bet, of course he is. If he's alive, he's cutting hair. There's no doubt about it.
I'm allowing most of the patrons of the highway barber died 15 years ago. But I don't know. My dad could probably tell you if they're open.
He probably could.
He still gets a cowboy cut, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm doing it. Dude, but I am cutting my hair. I was going to make it a surprise, but since you actually literally guessed it, I'm doing it. I'm getting a mullet just for the 4th of July.
Well, that's not just a mullet. You're putting some touches on it. You're throwing little balls in there, a little patriotism.
No, it's all pro America. I mean, I'm doing. I mean, yeah, it's for like being funny and attention, but it's all for America.
Everybody's lost touch.
Dude.
You going to sleep, maybe?
Sounds like you got your hands full.
The kiddo's going to bed.
All right, man. Well, that's a good time to end anyway, man. We'll pick up. We'll try to, man. Let's not wait so damn long. We'll try to pick it up at least every other weekend or something. Every week. I don't care. As much as we can. All right. I love you too, man. You take care of yourself out there.
All right. You too, man.
All right, man. Later.
Bye.
Not one of our most exciting shows. Joe'd been sick, feeling under the weather, but we still want to try to get a show out. It's been like 6 months. I don't know what's got into me. But anyway, we want to try to get a show out, and I think we did a decent job from time to time, keep things interesting. I hope you tune in next time. We'll try to keep you entertained. Until then, thank you for watching the Byford Show. Really appreciate it.